You know, most time we look at a picture, we look at it as, oh, this is so nice. And, you know, but you don't have a thought process other than you just reminiscing. But this is significant because if you look at this picture is not who you are now. It was who you were then. Since then, life has happened. And so when you're looking at this pic, or as you look at this pic, ask yourself, am I everything that this pic seems to be? You know, most people, when they have children, they have dreams and aspirations for their children. Good parents, anyway. And so they have all these ideas. If not, why have a child? I'm reminded of Hannah, who wanted a child so bad, she prayed, and she said, Lord, if you give me a child, I will give him back to you. Of course, we know that was Samuel. And so she gave up her child to God because the gift came from God. So here this baby Samuel was, he wasn't who he became. He was what I like to call the first thing we really want to talk about, a blank slate. When you are born a blank slate. When you look at your picture, there's no guilt in that picture. There's no innocence in that picture. There's no non-innocence in the picture. It's a baby with the entire future waiting on him. But when the baby comes out, it's a blank slate. The Bible declares that Jesus was wrapped in swaddling clothes. He was a baby. So if we're born a blank slate and Jesus is a baby, that means that at the time that Jesus was a baby, he does not know who he is. Here, God came down in the flesh, but as a child, he doesn't know who he is. When you look at your picture, that picture that you're looking at does not know. Let me understand. Let me a blank slate. What I'm trying to tell you is that as a baby, as an infant, as a child being born, you are not straight nor gay. You are not black or white. You are not smart or dumb. You are not a gangbanger. You are not a thug. You are not a rapist. You are not a racist. You are not envious. You are not just. You are none of those things. When we were born a blank slate. But now look at yourself. Look at where you are. Was that what was intended when you were born? Were we intended to go through hell to get to where we are right now? Blank slate. Adam and Eve. God created the world, then created man. Had man name all the animals so that man could discover that in everything that he named, there was not one that was like him. It was not a helpmeet for him. But when God created him, he taught him. That's the second part of this, the learning process. See, Adam was a blank slate until God educated him. Until God gave him information, until God gave him knowledge. So in other words, without the teaching, without the learning process, we don't know anything. I get so confused about this world, this economy now because, especially when it comes down to gender identity and all this other kind of stuff, and I hear parents talking about that, well, I'll let them decide. Because I don't want to step. Because, we got this new kinder, gentler world where we open up doors and you can, but the problem is that this child does not know anything because it comes a blank. The Bible says, train up a child. And the world says, now take your hands off of the training. And so if we're here and we don't know anything, I don't know right from left. I don't know a name. I don't know wrong. I don't know right. I don't know what. All I know is I was born male and female. And you don't even know that until somebody does what? Teaches you.